Motorcycle theft blights riders across the UK. In Liverpool, during the Isle of Man TT fortnight, thousands of riders passed through the city, and in previous years the thieves followed. But then something changed.
So last year, really successful. We had no thefts in Liverpool city centre, which was the first time that's ever happened. It's been a learning curve every year, and we've gone from 12 motorbikes stolen in 2022, 5 the following 2 years, to then 0, and then hopefully we can replicate that again this year.
Operation Needle is Merseyside Police's dedicated motorcycle security initiative, running for the 2 weeks of the TT. But it goes far deeper than crime prevention leaflets.
So I think sometimes from policing side, we can be focused on the prevention aspects. We don't really talk around what we're doing from a disruption side of things. So this year we've got dedicated road policing patrols, which gives us that tactical advantage. We've got box vans coming into the city. We've also got support from our proactive teams, who are a mixture of in unmarked and marked vehicles. Again, stopping people, stopping vehicles, stopping people on electric bikes, seeing what they're up to and their intentions. We've got our mounted team. We're working closely with Liverpool Ports Police around the ferry terminal. And we're also sharing information intelligence with Lancashire Police as well. The way I look at operational, we've got the preventive aspects, which we've got like behind us with the pods. We've got the disruption element that I've talked to, but then we've got the engagement element as well.
The MAG Foundation, which is a registered charity separate from the Motorcycle Action Group, provided funding for this year's operation. Here's exactly where that money went.
So the MAG Foundation money has gone into heavy-duty Oxford bike chains. Because we've now got the additional locks, we were able then to individually chain those bikes up to maximise the safety and act as that deterrent. What the funding's also gone to do, and it's something that's not just TT specific, but it's something that I think will benefit the wider motorcycle communities around the SelectaDNA forensic marking. And that's not just for those travelling to the TT, that's for people who live or work or either in Liverpool or in Merseyside.
Hi there folks, it's Tony Cox aka Coxie from MAG Foundation, one of the trustees. We were very happy to support Merseyside Police this year's security initiative, and it's what the MAG Foundation's about. We're concerned more with the safety, security, mental health side of thing of biking. MAG Foundation, we're a registered charity, but we don't have any member subscriptions, whatever, but you can donate money to us directly, or you can leave money in legacies. That's where we get our funding from. And we then support groups like the stolen bike recovery groups, Dog Biker, lots of other good causes. Just pop onto our website, Google MAG Foundation. There's an email address there. If you've got a worthy cause and you're looking for some funding, then drop us a line and we'll see what we can do. Anyway, that's me waiting for the weather to clear and to get up the mountain and do a bit of marshalling. Hope we can get some racing today over on the great old Isle of Man. And speak to you soon. Bye for now.
You can find out more about the MAG Foundation and how to support or apply for funding at magfoundation.org. At the marking event held at Man Island, Nick Roach from SelectaDNA explained exactly what the kit does.
So the kit is comprised of a number of items, but the key item in the kit is the liquid that makes the mark.
Yeah.
So within there are 8 millilitres of liquid. We talk about it marking 50 different things. So we're looking at motorcycles, only be marking 1, but within there you'd be able to get maybe 90 marks all over that bike. So there's 90 extra ways of identifying that bike. Each one of these marker dots has the number of that kit on it, repeated. It's on left to right, right to left. So it never has a heads or a tails, because when you put it on, you don't know which way it's going up.
Yep.
So when the police find it, they can look at it with a pretty cheap microscope and then look down through it. They have access to a database, and once they can put it in the number in, they within about 9 seconds, they will know who the owner of that bike is. Once on, and once it's dried, it's kind of there forever. It's an extremely hard wearing glue. It's very, very difficult to get off. If somebody is determined that they're going to take that bike, they're going to take it. But they might think twice about it if they start seeing a little sticker on it, because thieves know what it is.
I spoke to riders at the marking event. The concerns were consistent.
Personally, I don't bring my bike down to the city centre at all. I won't do it. Just because so many people have the bike stolen, and a lot of them are hard to recover. But then with the DNA tags on it, it gives you that little bit peace of mind that if it does go missing, there is the chance you can still get it back pretty quickly because of that identification on it.
What do you think is the one thing that sort of like the city council could do to make motorcycling a little less worrisome in Liverpool?
Well, preferably secure parking, ideally with lockers so you can put your lid and your gear in as well. That would make it easier to come into town, do a bit of shopping, buy the odd bits, or go to a theatre or something.
Have you had a motorcycle stolen yourself, or do you know anybody who has?
Yeah, my son's bike was very nearly stolen. I managed to stop the culprits before they actually got through the chain. 27 seconds. I timed them on the video for the house. 27 seconds it took.
Yeah.
And they got through the chain, but I managed to disturb them, so they ran off.
If there was one thing that could be done to make you feel less insecure about leaving your motorcycle in a city centre, what would it be?
Better parking facilities. There's few and far between. I think there's about 3 or 4 parking bays like this throughout the city, and they're nowhere where you want to be. So no, I think the council needs to provide more with rails, not just for push bikes.
Around 6,000 to 7,000 motorcyclists pass through Liverpool during the TT fortnight. Many have no idea that Operation Needle exists until they meet it.
We see around about 6,000 to 7,000 motorcyclists coming through Liverpool during this 2-week period. A lot of them are from overseas, we're finding, especially those who are staying in city centre hotels. Not many probably know about the operation, but when they've got offices at the hotels, at the ferry terminal, out and about across the city centre, they are asking questions as what is this? What is this pod? What are these chains?
Sgt Winstanley's ambition goes well beyond the fortnight.
And what I'm quite keen of is, whilst Operation Needle is for the 2-week period for the TT, I want us to build on this throughout the other 50 weeks of the year as well, to support motorcyclists across Liverpool and Merseyside. What I want Operation Needle to be is the catalyst. We know there's other offences being committed 50 weeks of the year, as you quite rightly say, and that's where I'm committed to working with the likes of Liverpool Business Improvement District, City Council, on how we can improve it. We've been seeing really good over the last few weeks or so is around the lock to lock with change, where riders are looking out for each other in hotels, or if they're parked in motorcycle bays across the city, and just look out for each other. Let us know if you're not happy with something at a hotel or whilst you're out and about. Please report it. Mention Operation Needle. That will get passed then to the officers who are dedicated on the operation, and we can look at intervening or developing intelligence around certain vehicles or persons who people might not be happy with. But that's really the key message I want to say is enjoy Liverpool, enjoy the TT, and we want to see you all come back for the next 10 years, and we don't want people to be off put coming here, and that's why we're committed to working with our partners to make riders enjoy the city as much as they can.
Operation Needle works. Last year there were 0 thefts in Liverpool city centre during the TT fortnight, and we're confident that the result will be the same again this year. The MAG Foundation is proud to have backed it this year, and what's been achieved here proves the model. The question now isn't whether it works, it's how far it can go. Beyond 2 weeks, beyond Liverpool city centre, we'll have more to say on that soon. But in the meantime, look out for each other out there, and if you think motorcyclists deserve the same secure parking infrastructure that cyclists already get, well, so do we.